What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 34 of my Total Warhammer 3 Valkia the Bloody Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, we made steady headway into conquering new territory, but ultimately, and most importantly, got the Heralds of the Tempest and Kolek as yet another vassal that's joined us. We do, however, need to get them to Dark Fortress, otherwise the faction will be way too weak to do anything, and in that light we're going to be trying to get Tsar Nagrin to go to them relatively shortly. We will also be declaring war on Goldtooth because they currently own Tsar Nagrin, so that will be the goal for over the next couple of episodes. In fact, I was going to send Ventress Storyteller down there, but it looks like it's going to take quite a while to potentially get there. Maybe just a lot faster to just send Asavar Magath up that way. Though if we do, then I suppose Goldtooth will be a little bit more problematic because they could attack something here, and I'm not sure I like that much either. I'll have to think about that. Alrighty, but we'll think about it as we go, or in fact, no we won't, because we're going to be sending Asavar Magath out to Karak Vlag pretty much immediately. So start by going there, buddy. Healing up, and then we'll attack Goldtooth next turn. More and more wars, ever the wars, and oh, don't do that. Habit from the Vampire campaign. Barbaros Rune Smasher, who are you? Why do you exist? Oh, you were that other fire sorcerer that we got. What do you have? Gehenna's Golden Hounds, Scouting, and I don't really care about the wound, but the rest is good. Whereas you, Demahar, have Chaos Familiar, and Eldritch Aura, and Blissful Rapture potentially, though where are we going to find a battle against Slaanesh? I'm not sure. The Eldritch Aura I do like. But do I like it more than what Barbaros has? And I feel like I do not, mostly because the Scouting is just very valuable in and of itself. Yeah, you know what, I think we're going to send you down there. Demahar, we probably won't need you. And I doubt that we'll need 2 Chaos Sorcerers here. Especially 2 Fire Sorcerers. On the other hand, though, we don't really have any double Sorcerer Lords. Maybe we do that just for fun. Yeah, but then we might run out. You know what, let's keep them on the field for now, but we'll see. Yeah, see, we're at 11 out of 11. Which makes it seem like it's probably then not worth it. I do like how tanky you are, though. You know what? Oh, we might keep both of you around and send one of you to another army. Like if Demahar... Oh, yeah, that's an idea. Demahar. Now, you're gonna need extra... You know what, let's have the Demahar join the Demahar. Why? Because you, Barbaros, Gehenna's Golden Hounds is fine and Mortal Prophet is all fine, so is Burning Body. But you have Eldritch Aura, which will give the extra missile resistance to this army, which will probably need it, and due to its likelihood of getting a lot of Forsaken and a lot of Spawn. And you know what, maybe we'll get some Manticores in here as well. I don't know how many we'll be able to get, but you know. Just for now. And it's got a couple more Chaos Trolls in here. We'll replace them with Spawn as we go, I think. That's probably the way to do it. Alrighty, like so. Do we need Cav here? Not really. Do we need a Giant? Nah, probably not. I mean, how many Giants do we have in other locations? Not very many at all. You know what, let's have at least 1 Giant in here, just for fun. And then you guys can become... Khorne. And we'll obviously be replacing a bunch of these units. You can do this, upgrade. Should probably also get rid of at least 1 of these Chaos Warhounds. We definitely don't need that many. And then you can become another... one of these units. Obviously all these guys are going to get turned into Forsaken, which should happen fairly quick as soon as we actually get the tech to do so. You don't need a very high level to go Forsaken. I think it's level 3 or something like that, yeah. Alrighty, so that's fine. And become a Marauder of Khorne. Alright. Lovely. Reasonably happy with all that. Now, let's continue. Valkia, you got places to be all along the Empire, so let's move you out to there. Mentash, you will be recruiting shortly, but it'll take a while for you to heal, so we'll just leave you as you are for now. Harald, you, my friend... I was going to send you out to here, and you know what, let's see. If Val's Anvil is attackable, we'll have you go to Val's Anvil. But otherwise, we may just have a short stop here and then potentially go southward towards the Blue Vipers. We don't want them conquering all this stuff after all. We'll see how much of a fight the elves put up. Now, Harald's good. Gulgast, you, my friend, also have places to be. Let's start moving you towards Beckhofen, which means this way. Depending on what your army is gonna do. You appear to want to attack Kappelberg, but you're not actually at war with them.
What do you have to say?
Elbeckland. Sure. Now you are at war with them. And you know what? Join war against Wargrove of Woe as well, which is also relatively cheap. We should probably do this to lots and lots of factions. Maybe I'll do this between the episodes, because otherwise it'll take up too much of the episode, and I'd rather not waste your guys' time with that. Mentash, once again, you're good. Kukar Slave Maker. Alright, let's start moving you guys around. You need more Steelies. So Steelies ye shall go. Oh, also, before I forget, between the episodes, I traded a bunch of settlements, like gave Shrogtak Mount, Rakdo Gorge, whatever these guys were missing, to Nagaron, gave this stuff to Harganeth, and I think there were a few others. It's not all that consequential, and it's also another one of those kind of a waste of time things, which is what I did between the episodes. Anyway, Musion, or you rather, you can have Lyonesse.
A fist fight? Oh,
Yeah.
it's done.
Enjoy. We don't need these trash little settlements. Oh, wow. One of our allies had an outpost there. Oh, I just realized. We probably want to keep a few of these around because our allies will be building outposts there. Yeah, I see. We have so many vassals and not a lot of territories. Well, okay. We'll do that. We'll do that. Eventually. Sort of. You need to start heading towards Castle Baston, though, so head out this way, I think. In and camp stance. And just stay in our friendly territory. And since we've given up Lyonesse, it's now walled. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting indeed. Alrighty, well, Kailas, we have moved... Actually, you're a different Kailas, okay. You are heading out to Uskalak to attack it next turn, so let's do that. Rel, you have just moved. Mentash is already moved. And Tyro, you are still trying to head out to find some tech steelies. Kuhar, you have landed for the same purpose, so go here, steal tech. And nice job, buddy, nice job. Assassin, go after Kelana.
To the duel!
To the duel. Alrighty, probably wasn't much of a duel. And Mercy. Alas, you've been quite good at stealing tech, so ye shall hopefully steal some more. And hopefully successful. Oh, wow, 40. It's actually a fairly low percentage success chance. Not actually 63. Oh, because one of the lords is probably preventing you from doing a good job. But you still did a good job, so I'm proud of you. Block army for you. And ooh, Karl is out here. I wonder if he's going north to annoy us somewhere up here. Might have to get another army up and running here shortly. We can build an army pretty darn quick at Kinquata if we wanted to. And I believe that's it. So, in that light, here's what we do. Red Desert and Witchwood will ignore you. You know what? No, we're not going to ignore you. We're going to build something. And the reason I want to build something is just so... Anything helpful here? Let's do this. Just so... Where is this? Which, you know what? No, do this. Do Warband Camp and do Warband Camp here as well. So that we don't see these things pop up anymore, as in, please build here. Don't want to see that no more. And there we go. And just to streamline the admin a little bit. It's supposed to be one of the nice things about these factions, after all. Alrighty, and Monolith of Catan, you need growth? No, you do not. You just need a full upgrade. So we're going to delete you. And we'll upgrade you as soon as we have the money for it, which will be next turn, because I already wasted all our money right now. So in that light, we'll upgrade you instead, Chaos Stables. Lovely. And this is one of those reasons why we want our allies to be able to actually get a decent amount of outposts. They're probably going to start building outposts here, so we should probably be giving these things all to the Dolgan right about now. In fact, we're going to do so right now. Dolgan, you get Blizzard Peak, Ice Spewer, and Saber Mountain afterwards. Or do we want to do that in a turn or so? Yeah, let's give him a turn, and then we'll do it next turn. Just in case ending this turn will provide us a battle or something, I'd rather end it earlier and see. So let's see. Hopefully I didn't forget anybody. And Greasy, where you going, Greasy? I see you running from Carrick Vlag, and I don't know why you're doing that. But I do think it's a mistake, because you're going to lose Carrick Vlag, and that's probably how you lost all that other territory that you currently, well, don't have anymore. I mean, they've been driven past the Firemouth. They're pretty darn far south. We really need to finish up quickly with these guys, though, because we do want to still go after Village, after all. Just gotta get to Zarnagrin, then we'll leave one army here, and then we'll head out to Cathay. Grimgor, you want a peace treaty? I had forgotten that we were at war with you. Minus 61, eh? Not bad. I'm not gonna peace out with you right now, because mostly everybody's liking the fact that we're fighting you, so we may as well continue. Alrighty, Worldwalkers, Winter 2, Subtle Torture, Ally, Fulg, attack the Dolgan, alrighty, enter war on side of Ally, of course. And Dolgan, even if you lose a bunch of territories to them, you're about to get a bunch of territories more. So you should at least be a little bit happy about that. Alrighty, Tong, Tyrant, Sand, we done. Test the Vassal or get... Ooh, no. Whatever this could possibly be, Crown of Everlasting Glory, is definitely what we will demand. Damn. Ally mobilizes towards settlement. Another confederation. Damn, looks like Cathay is just becoming one faction. Ally begins outpost construction. Heralds of the Tempest, swell for them. Ally occupies. Ambusher discovered. There's that crown. Assassin got himself a chariot that he do not need. And we good. And Marathi's landing at Valzanville, which is making me think that, yeah, you're not needed down here. You maybe go to the jungles. It looks like the elves aren't putting up much of a fight anymore. I think they'll be dead shortly. I mean, if our allies start having trouble with them, we'll send them back to deal with them, but it's not looking like they will. I've been surprised before that. Ooh, hello, look at this. Lewin. He's got himself a full stack here. A full stack that's defending Bordelot, which sounds like Rel could be having some fun in the very near future. We're gonna move you out here, my dear Rel. And we're gonna see. Maybe we'll be able to force him to fight. Did you steel tech at Aquitaine? Yes, you did. So you can now steel tech at Bordelot again, I suppose, or wait, Castle Baston? Let's go for Castle Baston, why not? I'd like to keep an eye out in the center of this territory.
Absolutely.
Failure. Oh well. Alright, now let's see if we can find a battle for ourselves. Valkia, where do you go? Alright, you're moving down here. You want to still head towards the Feckin' Knights as fast as possible, so you can just keep going down there. A little bit of attrition never hurt anybody. That's a lie, but, you know. Nagenhof, probably could send you down here, depending. Well, I suppose if we take Zavastra, we'll just trade it to you. So yeah, you know what? You're going to take Beckhofen, and you're going to occupy it. Pyrrhic victory, medium casualties. Wait, is there an army around you? No, it doesn't look like it. Well, I mean, this one's here, but it's not close enough to actually do anything about this. So occupy this, and heal up here. Don't bother sacking it, I think. Or, is there any reason not to sack it, actually, now that I think about it? No, there isn't. Sack it, and then go back. Ooh, and you got perfect vigor. Lovely. And, oh, right. You have the double movement thing as well. So what you could do is you could head out to Zavastra and ignore Beckhofen and come back to it. And yes, it is walled, but you're safer at Zavastra, which also can't defend itself. And we could just trade it to our ally. But then again, I suppose we could do the same thing here, and you're gonna occupy that anyway. Yeah, you know what's great. It just feels kind of like a waste to not use the extra movement, but oh well, not a big deal. Repair this, and we'll trade it next turn. Throggy. Could you win the fight for Nagenhof, though? That's kind of what worries me. You know what? Maybe we'll leave you to your own devices, and we'll see what you do. Valkia's coming down. Good. Asavar Magath. You... We're gonna go... Oh, right, the Fulg declared war on us. something of a problem. Not a huge problem, but it is an annoyance, if nothing else. You, Ventress, are going to move down here. I hope there isn't a full stack here, because it'll be annoying if there is. No, it looks like we're okay. Demahar, you're going back up this way. Barbaros, you are going down this way. You two are going to block each other, because somebody decided to do that. Okay. You're going to go here. Other Demahar. You're gonna move down to the Eagle Aries unless you can summon something good, and it don't look like you can. Okay, fine. Go down to Eagle Aries, and back up the way you came afterwards. After you take that, and you two head to Zarnagran. You're gonna attack Uzkalak in a second. Just want to double check that you can't get any more. Aha, Dragon Ogres. Yes. So troll out.
Only the mightiest are worthy.
Dragon Ogre in.
Join the unending war.
And who are we building a bunch of manticores with? Was it you? Well, a bunch. And now you can hire mercenaries here. Oh, you can get manticores as well. And a aspiring champion, should you desire it. No more spawn, unfortunately, but not a big deal. I'm almost tempted to keep an eye on this to see if there's any more spawn or anything good here. But it doesn't look like it. If there's somewhere nearby that can generate a bunch of spawn and stuff. But it doesn't look like that either. Oh well, not a big deal. Either way, I do want a manticore in here, so let's take out... we need the Warhounds. Do we need the Cav? We probably don't need the Cav, although it is our only ranged option. And these guys all need to become Forsaken. Yeah, you know what? Take you out and replace you with a Manticore. You know what? Take both of you out. Replace you with a Manticore and an Aspiring Champion. Like so. Do we need a second Giant in this army? Probably not. If we go for another army that has a ton of Giants, maybe that'll be that army. As in, not this army, but a different army. Kailas Malthus Dire. You are going to take Uzkalak. We're going to attack these guys. Are they allied with anybody? They're allied with Grimgorzar boys who we're at war with, and the Bone Rattlers who we are not at war with. They are quite weak, though. And probably insignificant. And these guys are in our way. So, in that light, declare war. Yes. Which is a good thing for us. Occupy the place. Really? Oh. Okay then. Looks like we found ourselves a cinematic battle for this episode. Let's do the rest of the admin and then we'll fight that one cinematically. Beautiful. As for our Magath, we just checked ya. Though you could attack Karak Vrag. Can't help but wonder where the heck that Goldtooth main army went. I swear it went here and went into ambush, but I could be wrong. Should probably keep an eye on it. Either way, Blizzard Peak, Ice Spewer, and Saber Mountain. Blizzard Peak, Ice Spewer, Saber Mountain. Blizzard Peak, trade to you.
Yes.
Ice Spewer to you.
Have my favor.
And Saber Mountain to you.
Understood.
Lovely. Now these guys have a decent amount of territory. Ally loses outposts, sorry. Yeah, hopefully you don't die now, somehow. Because what if Goldtooth's right here and immediately attacks us? Now, with Goldtooth, they're allied with the western and the northern provinces, as well as the Folk, but they are at war with the Caravan of Blue Roses, for example. So what we could do is ask the Blue Roses.
Leave your dark masters.
We will join war against Goldtooth if you give us some money, I guess. It doesn't really matter what we do. Oh. Huh. Minus 32 for Vassal. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, that's not bad at all. How much money would you need for this? About 120k, eh? Huh. What about against the western provinces? Wait. 7.1. Epoch Spawn, 2.8. Pox Makers of... Now we want to vassalize those guys, potentially. Yeah, but we still should probably do this. They don't actually like us very much, mostly because we keep giving a bunch of gifts to the Dolgan, who they also don't like, but just interesting that they are a potential vassal. Though, the undead don't make good vassals because of the attrition-causing effect. I'll think about it. Either way, we'll join these guys for now. Wait. I had another thought. If these guys and the Dolgan don't like each other, Perhaps there's another faction that we can ask this from. Oh, the Puppets of Misrule, who we will be fighting eventually, but we will join your war against Goldtooth. Also 37. Kind of interesting. Might actually be even possible to vassalize Village without subjugating him. I did kind of want to defeat him in battle, but that was mostly with Valkia, and Valkia is so far away. If we pick up some extra territories, maybe. Maybe. I wonder how much they would give us for joining our war against Northern. 7.6 and Western. 8.0. 34. Interesting. It'll be an option. Join war against the Goldtooth, yes. Propose offer. There we go. Now, this means we are not at war with the Western and the Northern provinces. Granted, neither are our allies, but we are at war with Goldtooth, and we can attack them without getting into anything else. Alright, so, start with Kirak Varag, would you? Easy little auto-resolve, though unfortunate for our aspiring champions. Occupy the place, we'll trade it to somebody else as we go later. This gives us the magic pan. I don't really care about that. Oh, there's Greasy Boy. Alright, well, we'll have to go after him. You go here. Alrighty, and then you're gonna attack as soon as we move and finish up with the admin here. Mentash, you, I believe, are just sitting there waiting for stuff to pop up, which is not happening so well right now. Maybe somewhere nearby where you can get more troops out of. For example, here, at Volksgrad. Could make a very quick army with you. Not gonna be a good one, but maybe good enough to actually fight. And, oh, I thought said 13. Why are you lying, game? Oh, this is perhaps the warband recruitment for their faction and not for ours? Huh, I thought that that would only display for ours. It's a little bit dumb. Unless you're not currently in Volksgrad. You're still in Prague. Okay, well then I'm dumb. But we already knew that. Alrighty, aspiring champion, and why not? More trolls, get marauder horses. We have enough of the doggos, so get the marauders. Good, and march stance all the way back. Alright, well, your army's ready to go. I just want a few garbage little armies to essentially send around, taking out territories that don't need fights, you know what I mean? So that'll be one of those. We may even want to trade up the Lord, although he is level 12, so maybe he can stick around. We can just evolve him to something else. Kukhar. Finish up with the admin. You can head out to Lothern. And there do look to be a fair few stack skiers still. So I'm not sure that our allies can deal with this by themselves. And we shall see. Assassin, you assassinated last time, so you cannot assassinate this time. And Tyro, you are moving out that way as well. Mercy, you are going to, let's say, Montfort. And oh, all these guys are trying to assassinate you there too, weren't they? Alright, good job, Mercy. And is there anybody else that we need to move? No, it does not look like it. Then it's time for a nice little cinematic here as we assault an Orky stronghold for once. Kailas Malphus Dire, this is a fairly rare occurrence for you as you haven't been getting a lot of battles. But, well, to be fair, you don't have all your Dragon Ogres yet, so you just ain't ready. Now, before we fight, we will want Root Marcher Dominating Presence. This is all relatively useless for us and will probably evolve you to be a big boy. But what we do want to is to get you Chaos Vanguard and to get you Monstrous Strength. Non-demonic monstrous units, which should buff both Dragon Ogre Shaggoths and Dragon Ogres. What did that give them again? Other than attack, weapon strength, and melee attack, okay. Which both look to be buffed. Nice. And this works out quite well in my opinion. Let's do this. Cinematically, and we gotta get this guy a sorcerer. Yeah, that's another reason to... ooh, wait. There was a sorcerer that we were just sending back, so I guess we could get him to you. That should work. Should we get a metal sorcerer to get more armor for the Dragon Ogres, or are they okay? I'll think about it. Maybe the fire sorcerer will still be decent. Either way, let's do this.
gather the spoil, the slaughterers, the war chosen. We fight for Khorne!
Alrighty, well, most of us fight for Khorne, not entirely sure what the Dragon Ogres are fighting for exactly, other than fun, but that's part of what the Khornate soldiers are fighting for as well, I'm sure. Alrighty, here we go, Assault on a Keep, and we have several Dragon Ogre Shaggoths. This will be the first time that we're getting to watch these guys in action this campaign, certainly in these large numbers. Though I suppose we have seen two of them fight before. And against a proper enemy settlement as well. Now, they do have a fairly decent garrison, but we will be breaking through both of the walls with that wall breaker trait that we've got, as well as the gate, and we'll be breaking apart walls together with the stone shatter ability as well. Alright, and then our massive host is just going to stream in. We got a single giant that isn't going to stick around in this army for long. We will be replacing him later on, but he can enjoy trying to be a Dragon Ogre Shaggoth for a little bit. The rest of the army is moving in as well, of course, at an angle, because this is that particular settlement that has this massive, massive blind spot, because of the way that this keep is constructed here. Very, very weird map, as it just get too much of an advantage against the AI here. Although I suppose it would once again be boring if everything was like a square, so, still, nonetheless. Maybe they should have just had a few towers up here, if anything. Because, I mean, this seems like a pretty good location to place some towers. As it probably would be. Anyway, regardless of that, we are done breaking through the wall, breaking through the gate, and will now stream into the city and start working on the enemy units. Here we go, Dragon Ogre Shaggoths. This is, after all, the Dragon Ogre army, and now that Kolek has joined us, it's about time that these guys have their fun. Alright, our Lord's gonna chase down some Gobos first, and damn, the ground shakes so much because of the Shaggoths. Kinda hard to tell what's going on. There we go, ooh, knocking down some of those, oh wow, you can send trolls flying, pretty far too, not bad. And yeah, they're knocking down these trolls pretty quickly, very nice, Shaggoths. Very nice indeed. Damn, those trolls are dropping like flies. Ooh, and I love that smashing animation that the Giants has, where they pick up a small infantry model and smash them into the ground like that. Here come the regular Dragon Ogres, looking much, much smaller than their Shaggoth, brethren, but no less angry, I'm sure. Maybe a little bit less angry. I'd like to think the older the Shaggoth, the angrier. Especially if it's been woken up. Which, you know, it's fair. I think we can all identify with that to some degree. Alrighty, isn't it nice seeing all our Dragon Ogres in one place? We do still need to get a Sorcerer in here, that's for sure. Especially to get it on a Sorcerer Shrine so that we can get the benefit of the physical resistance on them as well, because now we're only getting attack. Speaking of attack, what's a stat on a Shaggoth right now? 78 and 45, not too bad at all. And that's without the buffs that they will be getting later on as well. Oh, it looks like some Black Orcs have moved in here, though I have sincere doubts about their effectiveness in this particular situation. What a lovely fight. I love the way the war shrines look almost like ships, like bowing or moving down and into the enemy, like into a wave of foes there. I wonder who's sitting on top of the war shrine there. Is this just some regular berserker? Is this some special Khornate unit? He does have a special helmet. What is this guy's role here? Some sort of blood priest? Bloodfather? Something. Especially since he's the only one up here. For the sorcerers that ride these, it's a sorcerer sitting up there, but who be ye? Will we ever know? We will if we Google it, which is probably what I'm going to do immediately after this episode. If such information is available. Alrighty, well, we're moving through the enemy army now. Everybody's dropping. And let's see, we've lost, 5 units so far. The enemy's lost about 500. Pretty big difference. Especially considering we're not using magic. Oh, there's that animation again. On the giant. A great reason to use the giant if nothing else. And hey, our Chaos Warriors with dual axes are having some fun as well against the Biggins here. And the Biggins are damn big, aren't they? Go figure, right? Much bigger than the steroid-abusing Chaos Warriors of Khorne. Though not quite as effective. Especially against the infantry-mincing dual axe variety. Alrighty, well it looks like the defenders of the gates have been pushed very, very far back, and the battle, or at least this portion of the battle, should be ours soon. We can see our forces move further and further ahead. Can't wait until this army has even more dragon ogres. It does function a little bit like Harald's army, doesn't it? Not that that's a bad thing, mind you. Though of course Harald has his trolls and such and his chariots, which is unique to his army so far. Really, the only reason I kept the two units of Dragon Ogre regulars in Harald's army was because he needed some kind of anti-large, as he does lack it. Of course, the Lord himself does function as anti-large, but well, there's only one of him, and he's usually busy mincing the entire enemy army, or killing enemy lords and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, being distracted here, it looks like the enemy has routed away from the entrance to their city, and now we gotta move up here. The vast majority of the remaining foes are concentrated up here above this barricade, and there is a artillery piece that's also been annoying us this entire time. This thing is, in fact, looks like it's done a decent amount of damage. We've definitely seen a very decent amount of hits into our various Chaos Warriors here. It's got 106 kills. Yeah, no, not a surprise. It's a Rock Lobber too, not even a Doom Diver. Well done. I mean, to be fair, we did blob up very nicely for an artillery piece, but that's still pretty impressive for a very basic artillery unit. I'd like to think that a lot of the kills are to our more basic units, but as an aspiring champion, I got hit directly, yeah, and now he looks confused. He got bonked with that big old rock. Damn that artillery piece. Not to worry though, we'll be going after it fairly quick. Everybody's going up the hills, and we've sent 2 Shaggoths as well as a single unit of regular tiny little dragon ogres to go after it. There they go, while the rest of the army breaks through that other barricade. These guys at least are not threatened at all by the enemy artillery piece. And there we go, start ripping those poor gobos apart. But they did their job, and they immediately are going to try to start running. The Shaggoths break apart their artillery pieces. Ah, a beautiful sight. Definitely worthy of a cinematic, in my opinion. So you guys have done a good job there. We've broken the barricade through here as well, and once all of these enemy units are dead, the battle should be ours as well. Just got to make it through the garbage pathing that's here. Pathing still remains really irritating on places that are like this instead of straight lines. As especially longer units like infantry blobs are just not very good at navigating that sort of thing. And here comes a sword of Khorne, very, very nice. Hiding the animation because of the wave in the ground there. It actually didn't look like it killed too many of the enemy units, though it did clearly do a decent amount of damage, having the HP on both those biggins and regular boys. Now the rest of the units are just going to move in, kill the rest, and the battle shall be ours. Alright, move on up there. And just trying to order the entire army as far as they can go so that the rest of the units can move in and help in this little Khorne train that we got going here. Some aspiring champions bringing up the rear as well. And wait, damn. I didn't realize that how much bigger the aspiring champions are than the regular Chaos Warriors and stuff. They're pretty big. Maybe they would be bigger than the biggins. Unlike the regular Chaos Warriors. Alrighty, Giant moving in. Get a few smashes in with that club there, buddy. Lots of splash damage to be doing. Come on now. I know you're getting blocked by your own Dragon Ogre friends. But you shouldn't let that stop you. I wonder if Giants are physically capable of, like, jumping, you know? Just, like, jumping up and just belly flopping into a pile of enemies. Like, whether it is actually physically possible for them to lift that bulk off the ground to do so or not. I do wonder. It would be a pretty effective tactic if it was possible, though getting back up again may be a massive issue, and of course they probably impale themselves with quite a lot, but they do seem fairly resilient, and the same thing goes for various other units like trolls and stuff. How did I turn this discussion to a talk of belly flopping into enemy units? I don't know, but it is something to consider. Asking the real questions here. Anyway, there we go, decisive victory, fun stuff for the Dragon Ogres, and hopefully plenty more to come. Ah, there we go. Wasn't that lovely? And no fuss, no muss, just pure carnage, and not even any magics for either side to rely upon. I suppose we're gonna sack the place and then we'll occupy it, although we could get a decent amount of souls for ourselves if we should desire to do so. I guess we'll take the money for now. We'll probably start going after souls relatively shortly. We're nearly to the point where we don't really need any more. Occupy the place. There we go, and then we'll give it to one of our allies. And oh, I just realized the place has iron. So it's armor for Chaos Warriors, which is quite nice. Maybe we'll hold on to the place, in fact. There's a possibility of holding on to Zorno's Coal altogether. What does Pastures do, I wonder? We had a Pastures here. Oh, it gives 5% charge to everything. Huh. Maybe we keep Zorno's Coal, hold it for ourselves. It's kind of not liable to get attacked, or at least it won't after we destroy these guys up here. They could jump down and attack us. But there's certainly potential there. Alrighty, well, now to finish up this turn, and I suppose this episode, as there isn't much time left, what we shall do is build the rest of our remaining buildings. So upgrades, we actually have upgrades this time around. Definitely get the tower to defend yourself. Monolith of Catan, upgrade yourself to full, and you can have Obsidian Camp, I guess. Ooh, or another Chaos Shrine. We are getting more armies, so we do need more sorcerers, even though I do like the obsidian because I really like the buffs it gives to the marauder horses and the concept of stacking those. Now, as I was saying, Demahar, sorry, you're actually going to head down here to Kailas Malphasdire instead with your Eldritch... Oh, wait, no. With your Eldritch... Wait, was I going to have you join this? Oh, I was going to have you join this guy. And then you to join this guy. We'll have to summon another sorcerer to go with Kailas Malphasdire. Alrighty, well, let's get back to building buildings. And I guess that's another reason why we wanted to get that Chaos Shrine there. You will get a... Ooh, we're actually out of money. Okay, was not expecting that, I will admit. And while I would like to get more exalted heroes, let's go for the vassal emissary for you, and just to buff up this faction a slight bit. Anyway, that's all the admin that we have both money and time for, as we are once again out of time, and I am going to call the episode here. Next time we continue moving through Zorno's School to get the Tsar Nagrand location, which we will be giving up to the Heralds of the Tempest so that they have a proper base to start attacking stuff, and Valkia will be going southward to try to attack or start attacking the Empire, or rather through the Empire towards the Fecondites. We will have Mr. Harald head down to the Blue Viper, so it looks like we'll be getting some more battles against the Orcs, if not an... Oh, you're gonna head down there. No. You know what? Occupy Val's Anvil. You're right here. Why would you switch directions like this? Oh. I don't get you sometimes, AI. We may actually have to tell a few of our allies to keep occupying, because I was thinking that the allies would be able to finish off Ultuan without us having to intervene too much. Anyway, they'll be doing that. We'll be heading southward through pretty much every location where we've got armies, so hopefully that'll work out well for us. Stay tuned for more Valkia and more Khornate destruction. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.